Ivory was sitting with her roommates. The four of them were good friends. They were all staring up at her with pleading eyes. How did she get into this mess? The three had asked Ivory to eat them, and seemed desperate. Ivory couldn't believe it. Why would they want to be eaten? They had caught Ivory eating someone in her demon form a few days ago, and Ivory was ashamed, but the three didn't seem to mind. It was just now that Ivory was realizing perhaps they did mind. Just in a different way. Ivory was lost in thought, shocked at their request before it spoke up. Ivory, you look like you saw a ghost. What's the matter? Tilda, he asked teasingly in a horny voice. Ivory backed up from the three, but they only came closer. Ugh. What has gotten into you three? For the last time, I'm not going to eat you. I doubt I could fit the three of you at once anyways, Tord chuckled, placing a hand under Ivory's chin. That's fine, go one at a time, I'll go first. I'll last the longest after all. He bragged, sure he'd survive for a while in Ivory gut. What the fick? No, that's not what I mean. Tord shushed her. Less talking, more devouring. I have a job to do, and it's adding to that waistline of yours. Before Ivor could respond, Tord forced his head into Ivory's mouth, forcing her to swallow as well. Although Ivory couldn't help but admit how amazing he tasted. She got a little carried away. She wanted to spit Tord out, but he tasted so damn good. He wiggled down her throat, and Ivory gulped him down to her now swollen belly. See? Was that so hard? Matt chuckled, amazed. Ed and Matt immediately started rubbing Ivory's belly. Wow, he's really squirming in there. Ed said excitedly. Ivory groaned. Maybe he's finally regretting his choice. Ed just shrugged, the two of them by Ivory's side, eager to watch Tord slowly digest. Ed pressed down on Ivory's belly curiously, causing hers to burp loudly. Fuck. Will he be okay in there? God, Tord, can you hear me? No response. He just struggled and squirmed, causing Ivory to wince a little. Oh, come on, he'll be fine. He can handle a little bit of digestion, right, Tord? Matt poked Ivory's belly. It growled loudly and morbidly in response. See? He's all right. It growled more and more as time went on, picking up more and more. The growls soon turned into ominous, wet gurgles from deep inside her, and eventually Ivory's stomach got softer and rounder over time. Ed felt her belly, causing Ivory to burp again. Man, for someone so confident about this, he sure digested quick. Ivory's eyes went white. What? Fuck, Tord, are you all right in there? Growl. Like I said, he's fine. He'll live on as a part of you, anyways. Matt giggled, sitting on Ivory's lap pressed up against her belly. Fuck. I feel sick. No more please, I'm full. Don't you feel bad for him? Why would you want this? Matt soon forced his hands into Ivory's mouth in a similar fashion to Tord. Ivory tried to get him out this time, but it was no use. She was sure of his decision. She swallowed him down into her tummy, and soon Ed joined him. Ed slid his head in between Ivory's jaws, going down one way or another. As soon as they were both inside, a gross burp went past Ivory's lips. God, oh God, are you guys okay? Guys. They squirmed in a similar fashion to Tord. It hurt. Ivory's stomach ached and she felt guilty. Maybe they were just trying to get comfy. But maybe they regretted what they had done. Fuck. Oh. God, no. Get out. I want you out of me. Ivory groaned, pressing on her belly to try and get them out from her insides, but this only caused them to digest faster. Ivory felt so bad. Yeah, they wanted this, but she'd never see the three in one piece again. She kinda wished she could have talked them out of it. She sighed and pressed her back against the couch, sitting on the floor as she rubbed her belly. Hope you guys are enjoying this more than me. It didn't take long for Matt and Ed to digest. Ivory had gained a lot of weight. Her belly was fat and round as a constant reminder as her roommate's fate within her, not to mention her hips. But Ivory had a new feeling. An overwhelming hunger. She needed more, even though she still felt guilty in the end. She rubbed her belly and tried to stand, feeling so heavy. Thanks, I suppose. At least you were tasty, she sighed, forcing her clothes to fit over the remains of her ex-friends, and walked off to the bathroom.